Foxhound 78, doing something a little bit different. I normally focus on outdoor reviews such as outdoor gear, winter gear, tents, sleeping bags, and so on, so forth, hiking trails. However, I came across a product which is by Bobo Bird, which you see here in this illustration, right? Give you a close up. And it sparked my intrigue. This is it. This is the Bobo Bird mechanical watch. And I actually came across a customer at my job who had something similar to this. It wasn't a mechanical watch, but it was made of wood. And, I'm a big fan of wood. Not so much as chopping down trees, but just the look of wood, the smell of it, just the feel. And the first thing that came to mind is reminds me of the outdoors. So what better watch to purchase than this? Comes in this box you see here with a cushioning inside on the floor and the ceiling, similar to a coffin, right? Now let's get the box out the way. Here's the watch itself. Alright. Gonna give you a close-up. Alright, so here you can see the inner workings just doing its thing, man. Pretty incredible. No batteries, absolutely no battery power whatsoever. Again, this is a mechanical watch, and just in a few moments I'll show you how it works. Again, I'm not an expert on this. This is my very first mechanical watch, but I've did the research, gone through the details and specs, and let's just say that, Lord forbid if I drop. The wood is handmade. Also, it's eco-friendly. I don't know exactly what type of wood this is. I'll have to do the research once again. And if you look very closely, I thought this was pretty cool. One of the coolest things I like about this watch, it has the Bobo Bird emblem. If you look, I don't know if you guys can see. You see this area, this protruding piece here is called the crown of the watch, I believe. And you can see the surrounding area is made of wood, which I think is a cool touch. And then if you look at the side here is stainless steel. Right, got some ridges here. Then it becomes solid at this point. Right. And you got the wrist piece here, which is made from wood, 100% wood. Then you got the stainless metal again, and then once again there's the emblem. I don't want to say relief, but it's kind of a nice change in pace as opposed to just viewing all the other watches made of metal, all those really gaudy, real bulky, and just a bit cumbersome watch. I'm not really into those real shiny pieces of steel, but this here I like. Very old school. So let's talk about how it works. Now, there's a couple ways. One, it's hard to see it, but there's like these winding metal in between this gear here. Very hard to spot though. But when you turn this piece here, you can actually see some of the gears actually react as I'm winding this, right? When I'm winding this, that coil, it's actually moving. It's becoming more and more narrow, or more and more dense, I should say. And that actually keeps this watch active. Now, when I place it in a box and there's no activity, no movement, no kinetic energy, after a few hours, it'll just stop completely. It'll cease to tell time the way it should. And what another way you can jumpstart it is just jostle it for a few seconds. And this pendulum here is actually winding the coil here, which causes this thing to go back and forth, and this is how the hand starts to move. That's how the watch works. So there's no need for batteries, no need for any type of solar or electrical fuel cells, anything of that nature. It's as is. Pretty cool. I mean, that's how they did it back in the 14th century. So yeah, this is the Bobo bird mechanical. Oh, I also forgot, if the watch doesn't fit your wrist, you can always size it up this way. The package actually comes with this tool here, as you see. Okay, looks somewhat like a needle. And what you would do, if you can see, so it's going to be a little bit hard to spot, but there's these arrows that's inside the bracelet, and they're pointing towards the camera, right? Well, you're going to press the needle in the opposite direction, not in the right direction, not following where the arrows are pointing, but actually going against the arrows. So see where the arrow's pointing? You're gonna put the needle here, or any of these holes, but it's gonna be going against the arrow, and you're gonna find a nice firm hard surface. And I would use, if you're gonna use a hammer, you're gonna do this very, very gently and delicately. You can just find something hard, something firm, like the hilt of a screwdriver or something, and you're just gonna bang lightly, pretend, I'm banging, boom, boom, very lightly. And this should easily pop out. And make sure the surface that you're banging it on, make sure there's like an exit on that surface, like a 1-inch ditch or something like that. You guys understand what I'm trying to convey here? So that you give the bracelet and the nail, you give the nail actually room to protrude out from the base of the bracelet there, so it can just drop off. So like, for example, this here, this coffin, there's a ditch, there's a depression here, and you're just gonna rest the bracelet here, get something hard, bang on it, boom, nail should just drop right into the hole. All right, because otherwise, if you do it this way, obviously, there's no room for the nail to go, and you're pretty much you're gonna probably damage your bracelet, crack it, splinter it, fracture it, whatever. So yeah, make sure you have like a little small hole here. In this case, I actually had to drill a hole in another wooden box, like somewhere in the middle, and then I was able to hammer it, get the nail out, boom, 1 2 3. All right, so that's about it. And now I'm just gonna get into the specs really fast. Also, all right, now we're going to talk about the specs, the detailed specs of this wooden watch. Item type, mechanical. Boxes and cases, material, wood. Band material type, wooden also. Case material, stainless steel. So case material would be the main part of the watch right here, I'm assuming, because this is obviously the only part that's steel as far as the eye can see. Class type, bracelet clasp, which right here, the bracelet clasp. Let's see, show you how it works. Snap, boom, unsnap, boom. All right. What else? Got the, what was it, case thickness, 14 millimeters, movement, automatic self wind, dial diameter, 48 millimeters, band length, 24 centimeters, style, fashion and casual, brand name, Bobo Bird, dial window material type, hardlex, water resistance depth, which is not waterproof, so I wouldn't advise you try to submerge it in a puddle or pool or what have you. I mean, even with this particular watch too, this is pretty much for casual use, so why would you want to take it to the beach or something? And bandwidth, 24 millimeters, case shape, round, gender, men. However, if you're a lady and you like the watch, you like the look, you like the feel, why not purchase it? It's America. Do what you feel. All right, Foxhound78 signing off. And if you like, hit the like button, subscribe, drop a comment. Easy.